this is Mountain Ghost 556. I'm here today to talk to you about signaling devices that we find in pretty much everyday survival kits that are either put together by individuals or commercial. Okay, sorry about the background noise. I'm doing this right outside my apartment. This is kind of an impromptu video. It had been snowing. I want to get out and play. You got a highway right behind you. You got an entrance to apartments right behind me. Yeah, it's one of the downfalls of kind of living in a town or the city. But back to what I was saying. I'm going to go over the basically the three basic survival signaling devices that one can use that is found in survival kits. And I'm going to go into the downfall, but then I'm going to talk about a device that is not readily put into survival kits, commercial or one that people put together, that people tend to miss, that they don't even think of using because of the fact that I've not seen anybody even kind of suggest having one of these in your survival kit. But we'll get to that later. I want to talk about the three items that everybody carries in their kit. First is the signal mirror. Now, everybody carries. I got this small signal mirror here, and they come in three different sizes. You know, you got a small, medium, large. I carry the small one because I like the compact size. The one thing I want to say is it has its downfalls. Okay, the first downfall of this signal mirror is on a day like today, you're not going to be able to shoot a flash off of it. It's not going to happen. It just is not. Okay, and two, see, back in the background, there's the cars crunching. And two, they're not as easy as people want to. They're not that easy to use unless you practice with this. If you have this in your kit and you don't practice with this, hey, I'm sorry, but it's just not going to work out that well for you. But practice with it, and it's a good one. I'm not saying don't take it. Always put one of these in your kit, but practice with it. I've heard people say they can see a flash up to 5 miles away. I don't know. You don't generally need to flash 5 miles away. I mean, who you're flashing with, usually search and rescue planes or helicopters are working about 500 off the deck. That's from my experience. Okay, that's the signal mirror. You know, like I said, you can use it for other things, you know, shaving your ugly mug and stuff like that. And, you know, if you're a girl, I don't know, maybe put on makeup in the wilderness so the search and rescue team, you look good for them. And anyways, the second one I want to go into is the whistle. This is a very important thing to have with you. No matter what, you always carry your whistle with you. But it does have its downfalls too. You have to be within audible range for somebody to hear it. I would say, they say this can be heard up to a mile. I guess in the ideal conditions, it can be. I mean, like right now, if I blew it and these cars in the background, I don't know if you're going to hear it a mile. I'm going to give it 200 yards at best. You know, you're going to hear it long before you hear somebody's voice or you see somebody. That's true. But it does have its limitations. Just like with everything, you've got to know when to use it. It's like I said, it's only audible up to a certain range. It can't do everything for you. It's not an end-all, be-all signaling device. Okay, the next one. Basically my favorite, and I know it's everybody's favorite, is fire. We all love fire. Whether we're in a survival situation or not, we love fire. You know, this is it. You know, you got your fire kit right here. Mine's all bright orange, and I'm going to go into that in another video. But fire kit. Now, let's be realistic, people. 95% of the people out there in YouTube land can't start a fire in these conditions. It's just, unless they go out there and practice and try it, they can't start a fire in these conditions. Now today, the ice and stuff, it's iced over. It's got a good thick layer of ice. Some of you out there might be able to start a fire. You might be Inuit, I don't know. But 95% of people can't start fires in these conditions. So you're not going to get the smoke signal you want. You have to start a fire. That's granted, you have to. And if you do, that's good. But a signal fire is not necessarily going to get you found because of the fact that you started it. One of the things is search and rescue shut down at night. There are some search and rescue teams that keep pressing on and moving, but most of them shut down at night. You know, and that's one thing is, so you're going to kind of say, oh, well, I can take the chem light or use my flashlight to signal. Where are you going to do that at? You don't know where they're at. Okay, you're going to stand out there all night long doing a chem light over your head for a plane or helicopter that's not operating at night? I don't think so. But each one of these, fire, the whistle, and the signal mirror, are very important assets to have in your survival kit. The thing that I want to talk about, and what you're going to get to, and it's probably going to be in another video, which I know it's going to be in another video, is a device that will, once it's put in action, it does all the work for you. You can go and start working on trying to start your fire. You can start building your shelter. You can start looking for water and purifying and filtering it. This will let you do all those chores without having to sit there and wait and stare up at the sky. I mean, I don't know if you guys have ever been in a survival situation or been in a situation where even, reenacting one to help your local search and rescue out, they suggest find a clearing, stay there, okay? What I'm showing you will enable you to leave that area, not wander off in a completely god-awful direction unless you absolutely have to. And like I said, most people can't walk out of a survival situation. They're not going to walk out. They're going to be relied on by a search and rescue crew to come and get them. Because let's face the facts here, people. The only time you're in a survival situation is when you're in need of rescue. I don't care who you are or what you are. If you're not in a survival situation, or you're say, quote unquote, I'm in a survival situation, and you're not in need of rescue, well, you're basically just out there roughing it in the woods. Okay, that's what it comes down to. You're roughing it in the woods. And I know that everybody's going to sit there and go, oh, well, this. Look, that's what it is. You're roughing it. If you're in a survival situation, you're in need of rescue. You're there because something has gone terribly wrong and you're out of your element. Okay? But back to my main point. This device is going to help you. And I don't know about you, but it would be absolutely maddening, and it is maddening, to just sit there and wait for somebody. Okay, I'm not saying traipse off into the woods and try to walk out. I'm saying just to sit there and not do anything. At least try to build a fire. At least try to build a shelter. That would keep your mind occupied while you're trying to be rescued. Okay, well, this is Mountain Ghost 556. If you have any comments or questions, constructive criticism only. If not, like I said, you're going to get the axe. I'm gonna block you. Okay, well, I guess this has turned into a two-part series. Sorry about the background noise. Like I said, I live in an apartment area, and these are impromptu videos. I wasn't even going to, put out any videos. But I thought, hey, it's a nice day, snow outside. I thought I'd come out here and shoot a couple. So I'll get to the device in video 2, and I hope you like it, and I hope you kind of got an idea where I'm going. Mountain Ghost 556 out.